Memory is sacred ground. It's not just a place where we revisit the past. It's where we are invited to reflect, to listen, to learn, and to grow. Hello, friends, and welcome back to The Free Advantage, brought to you by The Risky Path. I'm Heather Davis, and I want to invite you to join me each week as we explore self-discovery, authenticity, and the journey to uncovering a life of freedom. This podcast is about sharing and exploring impactful experiences that we all share in a relatable and digestible way. With so much information out there, it can be overwhelming to take it all in. And here, I want to give you small bites that you can take back into your week and integrate into your daily life. Hello, everyone. I cannot wait to do this week's episode because it is something special. It is Easter week, a time that naturally invites reflection, stillness, and deeper memory. I want to talk about a gift that we don't often recognize, the gift of sacred memory. The gift of remembering. Not just remembering facts, names, or dates, but the gift of memory is a doorway to meaning. A sacred archive of our experiences. We live in a time where society pushes us to forget. Forget our history, forget our roots, forget yesterday, and forget the past. We're told to stay present and to keep looking to the future. And while there's beauty in presence, divorcing it from memory is dangerous. What happens when we don't remember the past? Like a 3-year-old touching a hot stove, remembering that it is hot spares him another burn. When we don't remember, we forget. All learning and knowledge is based on this one criteria, our memory. Without this one single ability, we would know nothing. Saying that what is behind us doesn't matter is a lie that we're told to keep us in patterns that hold us hostage. Remembering frees us. This past week, I took some time to go down memory lane to remember. I drove by the home where my grandfather, my Dana, that's what we all called him. I went by the home where he lived before he passed away. There are so many memories that live in this home, from Christmases to baby showers to summer days just hanging out to the night when I married Sean, my husband. My Dana, my grandfather, was a special soul. He is greatly missed, and I carry deep gratitude for the moments that I got to spend with him, moments that still echo through me today. He was an anchor, a strong pillar. He was a pastor, and he had a heart for people, and he loved God, and he shared that love with all that he knew. I was deeply grieved by his passing and was very saddened that due to COVID, I wasn't able to attend his funeral. At the time, we lived in Georgia, and he lived here in Texas. And I haven't been to his graveside yet since being back in Texas until this past weekend. He is laid to rest in the Houston National Cemetery, where I took Palm Sunday to go visit and remember him and all he taught me. One evening long, long ago, he had shared with me that the word remember is mentioned in the Bible over 300 times. He then went on to teach me the importance of remembering not just God and His Word, but also the importance of remembering in our everyday lives. It has been something that has stayed with me for a long time. Traveling down memory lane is not always fun and easy. And I have always experienced memory differently than most. I don't just remember my memories, I relive them. I feel them with the same force and depth as I did the actual experience. In my mind, it's like stepping into a movie theater. Each theater playing a different reel, running vivid scenes on loop, scenes from my childhood, seasons of joy, and moments of loss. And some memories make me laugh, and some make me cry, and some still catch me off guard. But I have come to realize, though, that memory is sacred ground. It's not just a place where I revisit the past. It's a place where God speaks to me. It's where I'm invited to reflect, to listen, to learn, and to grow. Memory, when honored, becomes a spiritual practice. It's a way of remembering who we are, what we've walked through, and how we have been shaped along the way. As I have found myself back here in Texas in a new space and navigating a new way of life, I have also been finding myself remembering the life that I left here 14 years ago. The memories are vivid, displaying both good and bad times. But I am learning that I am growing. I am being shown new things, and I am learning from what it's all trying to teach me. And I'm learning to make remembering a rhythm. Every night I ask myself, what do I want to carry forward from today? What am I being reminded of? And what must I release? When life gets busy and stressful and uncertain, we forget how strong we are. We forget that we have been here before and that we've made it through. We forget that we have now things that we have prayed for before. And sometimes we forget who we are. And that forgetting doesn't just affect our minds, it affects our momentum. It makes us feel stuck, disconnected, and lost. But the act of remembering, this brings us back to a place where we can realign with our truest self. We can feel the weight that we have carried and see the transformation from the past in the life that we live now. Though remembering can bring grief, guilt, and regret, I am not willing to forget. I am not willing to be enslaved, leaving freedom behind. So I remember. Because remembering brings growth, warmth, connection, and joy. This week, I invite you to remember with intention, not just to think back, but to reflect with gentleness and curiosity. We must guide our memories with care. Ask yourself, what am I being invited to remember? And what does this memory want to teach me now that I couldn't understand then? I want you to revisit one memory that's been sitting with you. Ask yourself, what does this memory really hold? What can you do to honor it? And what does it tell you about who you've become? If you journal, write about it. If you're a creative, then make something, express it. And if you're quiet, sit with it. But don't ignore it, because the act of remembering is sacred. My grandfather taught me how important remembering was, and I choose to remember him this week. His love, his faith, his walk with God that led by example. I honor him this week and dedicate this episode to him and his unwavering faith. Who or what do you want to remember this week? Whose love or legacy is still guiding you forward? He would want everyone who's listening in to know that God loves you. He loves you, and you are special. Thank you so much for joining me this week on The Free Advantage. I hope you will join me in slowing down just a little to remember. For more tools, support, and inspiration, please visit my website, theriskypath.com. And if this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave us a review. Your voice matters and helps us to grow and get our message out to more people just like you. Let's continue this journey to freedom together. And I hope you all have a wonderful, happy Easter. And remember, freedom is the advantage you already own. Until next time.